what's up, guys? Daily here from Perfect Alliance, and today I have the post-show interview for 7/8/2014, and we have the winners of tonight's show match, Purist, and we have the team leader on here, Paranoia. Welcome. Thanks for joining us.
Thanks for having me, man.
Yeah, definitely. And let me just tell you, one of the most intense, in your face kind of show matches we've had in quite some time. All of our matches recently have been, all the way to game six or game seven, and they've been, struggles back and forth. A lot of dominating performances today from you. So let's start out. Tell us a little bit about your team. How long have you guys been together? How long have you guys been playing together?
We've been together for about a few weeks now, 3 weeks, maybe a month. We had a week break because our one player Grant, his power went out. Somebody ran to a power line and
Oh,
whatever,
no.
and so we had a week break, and that was agonizing for us. We like to grind, always love to
Right.
play. So we had that week off. Then we came back the last 2 weeks, maybe 3 weeks, and played a little bit, here and there. We're not too we haven't been grinding as much as I would like.
Right.
I mean, so but yeah, we've been together for about 3 weeks, maybe a month, and things have been going pretty alright, man. This is only my third or fourth team in this game. Some would say
Yeah.
that's a lot, but I'm all about loyalty. But
Of course.
this is my favorite team that I've had in this game.
Well, that's good, and it kind of showed today with some of the cohesion that you guys had during some of these maps. And we'll start off by talking about domination on strike zone, and you guys play that so well. It was in the I believe in the hundreds on just on round one. I think I'll break the 100 point record on that one. And round two, it only got worse. Walk me through what was going on. What was clicking so well on that map for you guys to be able to? Was it your rotations? Was it the slaying power? What was it?
It's all of it, man. Like we've been playing Strike Zone quite a bit, and it's always been our best map. Like we say over and over, this is our best map. If we have a chance to play this map, we will
Right.
take it. We played against Vex in 2K 2 weeks ago, beat him on it by 25 points. The
Nice.
pro team Vex, and
Right.
so it's always like we're always in your face. If you're at our flag, taking our flag, and we know we can't stop you, quick rotation is yours. Like we never really fight, unless we know we have the advantage.
Right.
So always rotating around a circle. That's how you gotta play strike zone, in a circle, in a circle. We never
Okay.
fight. We never really run into your hard aim. So, and we also have some great gun skills. Scruffy,
Yeah.
he's our great slayer,
Played
man.
very well
Like
today.
yeah, and TJ does the slaying work. I'm usually hopping on the flags. Grant goes where he needs to. He's a great slayer as well. Like our whole team is pretty slayer based.
Right.
And I'm usually the one hopping on the flags. So
Okay.
strike zone comes fairly easy to us just because so much happening and so many times, and we just slay them out and hop on the flags and rotate. That's all we gotta
Exactly, and
do.
you guys did very well. Now it was a different story for S&D on Sovereign. You guys play well the first few rounds, but Rampage is able to come back and kind of win that game. And we saw that a little later on that S&D had a little bit of a different pace to it. Is S&D a game type that you guys aren't comfortable with, or did Rampage just have a kind of equalizing game skill in S&D?
We don't play it very often. Like not even GBs. Even when we GB or do wagers, it's variant.
Hmm.
We have been saying the past few days we have to scrim SND more. And it's it used to be my pride. Like I've gone
Right.
to 7 events, and I really never really had bad S&D maps at events. But online, I never. Not even saying it's connection. I've never really
Right.
been too great at S&D online, and I went 5 and 10 on that map,
Yeah.
and my teammates were holding it down. So I can't personally, as a player, I can't do that. I need to carry my own weight in S&D,
Right.
and that's really one of the bigger reasons why we lose S&D is usually because of me, and I need to pick up the slack there. And once that happens, once I start grinding S&D more GBs, whatever, it's gonna come together. And we'll be a dominant force. I
Right.
feel like.
It's good to see that you see some of the inconsistencies, where other players are like, I just had, a bad game, or, it's the other team. You're actually, stepping up and saying, hey, I need to put in some work on S&D, and we ever at PA can definitely appreciate that on the amateur grind. These teams that realize that, you got to put in the effort to fix the game modes there, because not everybody's good at every game mode, man. That's the
Right.
bottom line. So Rampage actually, bring that to game 11 and take that one. But Blitz on Freud is a completely different story. One of the biggest blowouts that I've seen in quite some time here at PA. Tell me how did that game get so out of control?
Again, man, it's the slaying power we have. Like, and it was also our host. We've never host. We sometimes when we play some scrims against people, we want to host really badly. We want to take host
Right.
because sometimes online can be the struggle. You know how that is.
Yeah, of course.
And we were like, I'm usually the guy that says, man, let's not play on hosts. Because once we get to host or once we get to land and we're used to playing on that disadvantage, once we're playing that advantage or level ground, it'll be
Yeah.
that much better. So we took our hosts with our best Slayer Scruffy, and yeah, he everybody put in work, but it was all about pushing out a white side, get them in their
Yeah.
spawn, then post up,
The
and then
spawn
call out,
traps
oh,
were real.
oh yeah. And that also, that's a lot of communication going on
Yeah.
with that. One guy comes up, he's like, "Oh, I'm capping," so that no, that other player knows that's harding me knows, "Oh, I can post up here and get more kills." So it's never that lack of communication. Both people sliding in the blitz, only one gets it, the other guy dies.
Right.
So we have that communication where we can slay more.
Yeah, exactly. And then we go into to domination on Sovereign. We played S&D on Sovereign before, and you guys come out with a just an outstanding performance again in domination, and it's just a really dominant victory for you guys. How do you feel about Sovereign? You guys played it twice tonight. Is that a particular map that you guys like?
It's on and off, man. It's game by game with that map. Personally, for me, I'm consistent on that map. Like that map personally because you can push through to their side, and if they're on B, you just come back around,
Right.
and they're expecting you to come from your own side. They're never really looking at their side, and
Okay.
so it's kind of a sneaky map to get B. And if you know you can't get B and they're spawning green, you push straight to their through to their flag. So personally, I like it. My team, yeah, like I said, we're on and off with it. We're starting to understand more that you need control of control
Right.
more, and we sometimes we catch ourselves having two or three green trying to fight it, but in
Yeah.
reality, the other team has the advantage because they have top control nests. They can come down on you, and both sides of blue, like it's always a struggle, and they have control of Blue Street. So we know that now that you need control of control, and it's been a lot easier.
Okay. Well, then the last game we have is S&D on Warhawk. Again, the S&D game mode kind of comes out, and it's a battle between you guys. You guys are literally fighting to send them home. They're fighting to stay in. Walk me through the last few matches that you guys were able to pull out this victory. What were the team communications like? What did you guys do to kind of rally yourself up and say, "Hey, look, it's time for Rampage to go home"?
Yeah, that S&E, we actually had our owner play. I don't know if you know that.
No, no, I didn't.
Um, yeah, Grant had to leave, study for a final or something, and so we had our owner play, and we were like, "Listen, man, Mike, if you do well, we'll pick you up and drop Grant." and so he went off. He had a few good snipes, first bloods and
Right.
whatnot. He was getting that nostalgia going, being a retired player. So
Okay.
he started playing again. Competitive scene hasn't done that in a while, so some nostalgia, and it was a lot of fun playing with him. We're
That's
gonna scrim
awesome.
with him some more later on. So yeah, we're having a lot of fun that last map. We had some snipers out and whatever. We're still playing as a team because he was taking it seriously, even though he's the
Yeah.
owner. He's like,
Right.
man, this is my time to shine. I'm on a show match. Like,
Yeah.
so, we took it seriously. We had good communication. We called out where we were going, looked over at each other, and it was good. It was a good time having our owner
Awesome.
play.
Well, over here at PA, and we do this every interview, and I know the response as a team captain's already going to come out, and it's going to be my whole team is great. I love everybody. Thanks Obama and all that stuff. But we give a game gun away every show match to that one player who you really depended on and kind of saved you from really trying to maybe go 7 rounds. But who today is that player that kind of just stood out to you as a team captain?
um, I'd say it's TJ because TJ, when we scrim, he's like more the laid back type,
Right?
So when we scrim, he's like a little lack of communication. It's fine. They're scrims, it's for
Yeah.
practice. So he's not the most energetic type. But we had a show match. He had some energy going. Now
Nice.
not like a lot of people, but you can see a difference. So
It's
I can
good
always
to see that.
appreciate that because it makes me happy. It makes me want to play more. Having that energy, that flow going, it's always a good time. So it helped the whole team come together with that
Yeah.
energy. So I'd say it's TJ.
All right, TJ, Game Gun from PA goes to you today. We'd like to give you this last, few seconds to kind of shout out anybody that you'd like to, maybe your owner, your sponsors, anybody that you got on your team that couldn't make it today. So I'll give you the floor for a second, let you shout everybody out.
I'd like to shout out my owners, of course. Backstacks, we have Visions, we have the girl behind the scenes, Natalie, we have Evil, we have our partner, RCN Filthy from Recon City. My teammates, of course, it's always good playing with them, always good having a show match. And then people that, the true friends that support me. Not saying I'm anywhere where I have fans now. If I do, I
Right,
don't know. And if I do, I appreciate that greatly because I honestly want to do it for them. Like, if I ever got to the level of Nate Shot, of course that's unrealistic. If I ever did, I'd want to give back.
right, of
And so
course.
if I have any fans out there, this one's for you.
There you
And
go.
those true friends that stick by you, the ones that are there when you're down and you're up, I shout out to them too.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much for joining us tonight here on Perfect Alliance. We really appreciate it, and we'll hopefully see you guys on the show again soon.
Oh yeah, thanks for having me, man.